Hey everybody! Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great day and a great week. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. It's Thursday afternoon and it's time to write some code. So we're gonna have some good fun today. You see what the Twitch inspector is doing. Why it's being weird. Come on. All right. It is Thursday, so it's software hacking day. My name is Brandon Satrom. I spend most of my time working on IoT projects, so helping other developers build IoT solutions. And what I typically do on my streams is I spend Tuesdays doing hardware hacking and Thursday actually building software projects. But the software projects are actually focused on building apps and solutions that are still designed to solve IoT or embedded or connectivity style problems. And so, hold on a sec. Twitch inspector still throwing me off. Come on now. All right. So we're going to actually have some fun today. And I have been for the past couple of weeks actually hard at work on this Particle Firmware libraries project. And I think today my plan is to actually wrap it up. There's really only two more things that I need to do. So if you are a Particle user, if you're familiar with this, great. If not, Particle makes IoT devices, both hardware and actually platform tools for connecting things, for actually building embedded systems. And typically when you work with a piece of hardware, a lot of times you're working with a common sensor or actuator, or maybe you're working with some other piece of functionality like an MQTT library or a TCP library, something along those lines. In many of those cases, there are libraries out there that can actually help solve problems. They can actually get you to building something faster. And so there are lots of these libraries in the Particle ecosystem. And what I've been working on is using the Particle API to create a library that has a listing of these, to create a repository that has a listing of these libraries. And then just some extra info so you can find out how they're downloaded, view the project on GitHub, all that good stuff. And this is a project that we have been working on over the course of the last couple of weeks. I think this is actually stream number 5 in that series of working on this. And so we've made a ton of progress, and I'm thinking, fingers crossed, my hope is to actually be able to wrap it up today, to actually be able to get it done, potentially shipped out to Heroku, and just totally done. So the pieces that I was working on last week, if you're on the stream last Thursday, I was actually working on getting OAuth integration, which was my, it was tough. I spent the whole time working on OAuth, trying to get it done, got mostly there, but still needed to come in later after the stream and get it cleaned up. But the OAuth pieces are actually working now. Those have been committed. And so the way that this works now is you can actually log in with your Particle account, which I'm going to do really quick. And then I'm going to enter a 2-factor code off screen. And then log in. So that will then ask me to authorize this app. Oh yeah, the tunnel stuff. And then once I forgot to turn the tunnel back on. Hi Joe, what's happening? Welcome. Happy Thursday, man. Yeah, I need to go back. And then once I have the correct information, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Silly demo. Why are you not working? Actually, I need to run an ngrok. Hold on a second. You're going to see, is it in it? Is it here? Oh no, it's under applications. Nope, no I don't. Let me get that ngrok server running really quick. All right, there we go. And it's gonna be weird on me. Okay. We actually do the demo in Heroku. I knew there was something I was forgetting to test ahead of time, and this is it. That's all right. So the libraries registry is deployed out to Heroku, and we can do the same thing. For local testing of OAuth stuff, it could be kind of a pain, so I needed to set up I'm using ngrok to actually tunnel to localhost, but let me get this up. All right, same as last time. All right. Log in here. So registry is asking for my permission, and then, all right. They're both being finicky. So we're gonna move on. Promise you, trust me when I say the OAuth pieces are working, even if they're not working for me right this minute. But that's actually not what we're gonna work on today. What we're gonna work on today is actually adding paging and adding a search capability. These are the last two pieces that are here. What I want to do on my local version is actually, right now I'm just loading up, I think 25 of these. I want to actually add some paging intelligence, and then I want to enable the search box so that I can search for something like anything with the name Adafruit, and it will actually automatically do the look ahead search for me. Do that a couple of different ways. We can wait until the search button is clicked, or we can do look ahead. I think we'll probably just start with implementing it when the search button is clicked. So let's try that really quick. So the component that I'm using here is a nav bar, right? So I have a nav bar with a button of type submit, and I want to capture that, submit, and do a search. But I also want to bind the value. So what I'm going to do here, no, that's the pager piece. That's right. Let me add my data here. And I'm going to call this term. Myocat, hey, sorry if I am mispronouncing your name. Myocat. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for jumping in. We are having some fun trying to wrap up a Vuejs and Nuxtjs application today. So I'm going to say my search term, and let's just test this. I'm going to test my binding. I'll come and clean that out. But I'm going to do, oh yeah, that's going to be my input. Awesome. Value. So are you doing low level stuff? Are you asking about, am I doing like embedded, the C++ kind of fun work today? I do on my streams. Actually on Tuesday, what I usually focus on is the embedded side of things. In fact, what I worked on Tuesday, and this will continue next week, but this is what I was working on Tuesday. I'm actually taking a project that was initially created for the Particle Photon a couple of years back, and I am porting it to the, which you can't see under this bundle of wires, porting it to the new Particle 3rd Gen hardware. This is a project called the Brew Buddy. I do have a video from Tuesday up in my channel the rebroadcast or the recording of that, and I'm going to continue that next Tuesday as well. So I'll keep going with that. What I typically do is hardware stuff on Tuesdays and software, the softer side of IoT on Thursdays. Cool, I appreciate that. I think it is somewhat interesting as well. So definitely feel free to stick around if you are enjoying it. Definitely ask me any questions if you have anything. I'm happy to answer any questions that pop up. So I'm going to bind to. What am I binding to? Search term. All right, let's see if I messed myself up or not. Oh, I got to refresh, right? Okay. So that's correct. Once it builds. Yep, okay. Let's leave it empty for now. So now if I'm binding to the search term, the softer side of IoT with TJ. It's pretty funny, Joe. Push my ass to learn and dedicate. Hey, I'm with you, and that's awesome. That's awesome that you're here. I'm doing the same thing. Part of why I'm doing this project. I've done some Vuejs development before. I'm a web developer by background, just in the hardware side of things for about the last 5 years or so. But most of my hardcore web development experience the last couple of years is on the React. I was building React and Redux apps, and so doing Vue and Nuxt has been, this is sort of the first time I'm doing that here live, as people can see me make mistakes. So this is a new thing for me, but it's been kind of fun. So I'm getting there bit by bit. I like Vue quite a lot, and Nuxt is sort of a fun way to do stuff as well. And for those folks that are in, I guess I want to say this really quick, because I forgot to mention this at the start, but Brian Clark, or Clarkio on Twitch, is a great streamer who we actually created a Visual Studio Code extension for highlighting. So I have a bot in the room that's actually listening, and you can actually do commands like line 49, for instance, and it'll actually highlight in Visual Studio Code. This is a VS Code extension that will, like it says, it will actually highlight. You can unhighlight by doing the same thing. So if y'all are watching and you're interested in telling me something I've done wrong or asking a question about a specific line, just feel free and use that command, line, 52. Great, it'll highlight it. It'll catch my attention, and I'll do something about it. We'll talk about it. And definitely follow Brian, because that's an awesome extension, and I'm really jazzed. Really, really jazzed to have it, to be able to work with it on these streams. Okay, so I added the search term. That's a good step. And now what I want to think about is, okay, so I have bnav form. So if you have like a nav form, let me go into the Bootstrap docs. I'm using Bootstrap for the, there we go. That's what I wanted. bnav form. Place inline form controls. That doesn't really tell me much else, but it will. Okay, there we go. So this will be my @click is what I want on submit. Where's it on submit? Let's just for now just do that and just bind that to a method called search. All right, so I will add a method here called search libs. Hey Joe, how's my audio on everything? Everything okay? Music's not too loud? Anything like that? Let me know. Or anybody else. if you have some feedback on audio, I will happily hear it. All right, so what I want to do here when I'm searching, let me expand this a little bit more. Is I want to, good, okay, cool, thank you. SoCal FM dude, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Joe, as well for the feedback. Okay. So I'm going to think out loud on this one because this is my header. The actual work of pulling in individual items is happening here on this libraries page. But it's just getting state from Vuex, right? So what I ultimately want to do is dispatch a command. Is dispatch the right term? I'm using my Redux terminology. But I think that's right. I want to dispatch something to Vuex to update the library state so that I can redisplay, right? When I search for Adafruit and click search, it should update the state array. That's what I'm thinking. So that's in libraries. That's actually going to be in my, so let me think about this. Yeah. IOCat following. Awesome. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. And that actually, you are number 99 out of 100. I don't know if you saw in the lower left-hand corner, but left-hand corner? My left. No, your left as well. That if I get to 100 followers, just one more, by March 1st, which today is February 14th, so it might happen. Might happen now. Maybe it's you. I will dye my hair cyan blue. Crazy idea. This was something that a good friend of mine, Todd Anglin, goaded me into, and here we are. And it looks like it might actually happen with the next person. Might happen. So I think what I want to do is, let me open up my store and take a look at it real quick. Because this is ultimately, this is a mutation, right? So it's correct. So I want to add another mutation here that will set a filter value. Vue.js and JSLibs are too much for me, so I'll wait for your next stream about firmware. Hey, no problem. I totally understand. Feel free to just hang out, and if you want to get overwhelmed by JavaScript, because I've definitely been there as well. But definitely, please do come back on Tuesday as well. What I'm actually going to be doing on Tuesday is working on the firmware a little bit more, and probably also doing some new PCB board design in Eagle, which I'm pretty excited about. So I'm a big fan of Eagle to create I'm going to create a new custom PCB. As I mentioned earlier, that's going to be the next iteration of this, which I created a few years back. So all of this mess, we're going to create a new thing for that, which will be good fun. All right, so what I want to do here now is create another mutation calling set search filter, right? With state, and that's going to be search term. Yes. Right, and so I will do state. And so I'm going to need to modify my state here to, that's the library collection. So search term. All right, so I'm going to set, what did I say? State search term. Go search term. Ugh. It sounds good. It might work. So now what I need to do is modify my API call here. This is the ultimate call that I'm making. I'm using the Particle JavaScript API, which wraps the Device Cloud API, to pull in a selection of libraries. Right now I'm limiting that to 25, so we'll need to fix that in a little bit. But for right now, and I have a scope that's set, public, private, etc., etc. Those are all in there. But I want to go to the JavaScript API. SDKs, JavaScript API. We're going to go to detailed reference and the list. Where is it? List libraries. So these are the options for the API call to list libraries. So page number, which we'll do in just a minute, limit, filter is my search term, sorting, architecture categories, and then scope I mentioned as well. So we have scope support now. That's actually what's enabling this public, official, verified. That's just changing the scope based on when you click on those individual items, or menu items, excuse me. But I want to modify this now to actually use the search term as filter. So what I'm hoping is this doesn't jack this up if I just pass in a filter and it's an empty string. It shouldn't. So this is going to be state dot Lotus and River. Hey, welcome.
No, God! No!
Now,
Please, no! No! No!
Lotus and River, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you followed. I played that sound because you have made it to where I have to dye my hair blue. So thank you for that. I mean it, seriously, thank you. That's been a fun part of the process, but welcome. Feel free to hang out. Feel free to add some comments in the chat, ask me any questions, point out areas using the line command where I have made terrible mistakes with my code, all that good stuff. Feel free. Feel free. Yes, Jill, I know you're excited about that. I would expect something more like a kappa from you, Joe. I don't know. Or is that one working? Hey, what's up? I appreciate you dropping in a comment. That's awesome. I have a little like emote. Oh, here we go. This is one on my Stream Deck. Ah, why is that not working? I wanted to put in my little like cyan trash pan to hype Dealy McDeal. Now that I'm trying to remember what it is, hold on a second. Bear with me because I want to put some of these in here. I'm still exploring all these Twitch emojis. Hey, me too, my friend. All right, there we go. So now the cyan trash panda is real. So Lotus and River, thank you very much. So awesome to have you in. All right, so I will, okay, state.search term. This shouldn't be an issue even if the search term is empty. It's compiled. Okay, cool. So let's see now if I change this to Adafruit and then click search. No. Let's consult the good old network tab. See what happened there. So if I type Adafruit and click search. Why am I not seeing my, oh, I need to filter by XHR. That's not right. Hold on, hold on. All right, stream elements, automatic message. Too late. Oh, I have an error. Oh, that's a client-side rendering error. Oh, nonsense. Okay. My filter is there. State.search term. All right, let me, Hey, David, welcome. You're here and right in time. It happened. It's happened. It's actually going to have to happen now. I gotta dye my hair. I guess I need to invest. Make an order. Secret, I already made the order. I already have the dye on its way. Maybe. I mean, I guess I gotta figure out when to actually do it. Like, next stream, I mean, I'm streaming again on Tuesday. So I need to dye my hair before Tuesday? Or should I make more of a thing out of it? Or should I wait till after March 1st? Should I move the goalposts? I'm not gonna move the goalposts. I will keep my promises. I think I'll look pretty good with cyan hair, actually. Why not? I love these all caps. Let's see if our state is being correctly set here. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, wait!
No!
I'm just gonna play that again every time I do something stupid.
No, God, please, no! No!
I just added that. Can you?
No!
I'm playing sounds on my soundboard. I don't know if y'all can hear them or not. If you're listening, tell me that you can hear them. I tested them earlier and it seemed like they were working. But at least they're working for me. I can hear them through my headphones. Yeah, so I have added my set search filter and now I need to actually call it. So silly me. I need to actually go back in my default and I need to do a commit to that, to here in search libs. This store commit, set search. I always forget the names that I give things. Set search filter. And then it needs to be this. Should be this dot search term, right? Perhaps. All right, let's see if we get a console message. It went away so quickly. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to make this not be a submit. That's what's happening. It's messing me up. Silly browser. Search term is nothing. All right, it's getting dispatched properly. I'm doing something wrong. All right, let me check my view state. Load state. Empty search term. And in my default, maybe it's not this dot. Maybe it's this dot data. Yeah. That's it. I bet that's correct. Let's try again. Still nothing. Really? All right, I'm doing something wrong. All right. No, did I mess up? No. I mean, it's right there. Do I need to? Oh wait, hold on. Do I have to like? I have to do that. I probably do, don't I? Something got messed up. No, not a function. No, can't get it from there. I wonder. Oh. I'm going to talk out loud a little bit more. So, I'm getting, oh, there we go. Nothing in data either. All right, well then there's something I'm clearly not understanding about setting this correctly. Because the value is binding correctly. If I look at my, you look in the tools through my bnav bar. Okay, I'm getting a form input. Sure, I'm doing something wrong. B form input. All right, I'm gonna hard code this and see what happens on this, on the refresh here. Because maybe I'm doing something wrong. Very likely that I'm doing something wrong. So close. Uh-huh. Right. Okay. Oh, that currently deployed URL is wrong. Anyway. The source to the library's GitHub repo for the library site in the meantime is actually here at the link that I just shared. So I have two problems that I just noticed. One is that it's not updating. This isn't a two-way though, is it? It doesn't. It needs to be a v-bind, doesn't it? Oh, but that's what? No, but that's how that works. It should be value. I mean, clear. I click search. The value is still Ada. It hasn't updated. All right. My view foo is failing me. But oh, it's a V model, isn't it? It's a V model, not a V bind. Mm-hmm. Yeah, silly me. Yeah, it's V model. V bind is one way. Right? So now that should work. No argument. Right. Okay. What? Nonsense. There we go. One step closer. V model two-way. Remember that. Silliness. All right, now let's figure out actually why the... Oh wait, I have to fire the... I have to dispatch the action. That's what it is. Right. So let me remember how to do that. Yeah, that's what it is. Store dispatch. Just do this dot dispatch. Well, can you hold on? So maybe there's a way, maybe I'm not doing this the quote unquote correct way. When you call an action from a mutation, okay, see, someone else has asked this question. Call an action from mutation. What is the right way to do that? Instead of mutating the state, actions commit mutations. Trigger restore dispatch. Of course, actually, you know what? Maybe I am... That's probably wrong. That's wrong. Because I should have my... I should probably have my default, like my... This method actually do that. Right? Load libraries. So this would be this dot. I'm gonna have to clean that up. So I'm gonna do another piece of state here, this dot. This dot data dot scope. Okay. It's gonna probably, well, it's not gonna blow up on me because I'm not gonna run it yet. But I need to add the scope. I need to add the scope to my state. And my default here is just going to be public. So that gets passed in. Think about this for a second. Public by default, empty search term, add your commas. Add your commas. And let's just do a set scope as well. I think that'll come in handy later. We definitely need it right now because I don't know from the top nav, I don't know which scope you're in, nor should I have to. Search scope. I didn't call it that, did I? Oh yeah, I did. All right, and then we'll just do another commit. We'll call it scope. And hopefully this should all be nice and happy now. That way I have access to the scope. Here, I'm gonna do the search. Let's give it a try. Woohoo! All right, unknown mutation. Oh, misspelling on the mutation type. Let's fix that. Okay. Now it is correct. Right, so when I search on Adafruit, click search, and I get a list of Adafruit libraries. Ooh, look at that. All of these different Adafruit libraries. If I do just one, like mfgfx, that didn't work. What just happened there? What? What was that bug? Ugh. Go away. Did enter? Maybe enter did the submit. Was that my problem? Did an enter? Huh. So enter still submits. Oh, right, because it's inside of A. is inside of a form. So I can, let's see, this B form input. Let me fix that, because that's what people are going to do that. How do you do B form input? Really? I'm looking at it right here. So I'm looking for is something to basically turn off. It is quiet in here. Hey, Dakami, welcome. And thank you. Yeah, I just got there a little while ago. Congrats to my nice head of hair. It's about to be blue. Good fun. Today I'm working on actually building a Particle Firmware libraries registry. Continuing to work on, just about done. I think, and I actually just got the search piece to work, so I can actually filter by individual libraries. So if you want to look for all the Adafruit libraries, you can search on those. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to search on SparkFun libraries. You can get those as well. Clear out, view all the public libraries. But what I was just trying to look at is how to deal with turning off. Let's see. I want to actually turn off, disable. It's submitting the form, prevent form submitting when pressing enter. Sure, Stack Overflow. Of course, this is something that I can deal with later, not here on the stream. So I had another issue for myself, prevent form submit, and hitting enter. All right, so I have some things that I want to remove. Good old console logging. Thought I did that somewhere else too. Maybe I didn't. It's nice to do a search for console log and make sure I didn't do anything. Still console logging out the token. Oh, that's a token. Different thing. Okay. So that's good. I think that's actually in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and commit it, and we can close it, and then we can actually work on adding paging support. Let me move these over. So get status, get add, and what's that button doing? No, never mind that. Don't mind me hitting buttons on the Stream Deck. Edit search. Close is number 10. If I finish number 21 here to implement paging, then I will come back in and deal with the this one, preventing form submit on enter. Because the other one, there's actually another one that I know is going to be an issue, is clear out search filter on nav to scope page. It's another one that I need to do. So we'll see if we can get to these two also. And what that one means is when I've created, you know, if I've entered Adafruit and I've searched on it, and then I navigate to one of these views, one of these routes, public, official, or verified, it's going to go to that route, but it's still going to be filtered by Adafruit until I come back in and clear it out. So I want that to just happen. I'm going to clear this search box automatically and do that. But now let's do some pagination for fun. So this is going to require API change, but it's also I'm going to start by actually putting in the pagination control. So there's two ways that I can do this. There's the pagination widget. So this is page control for another component like a B table. What's the difference between pagination and pagination nav? Pagination-based, supporting regular links or router links. Aha, okay. Okay, so I want something more like this. Probably a small one. Don't you think? So I have some, okay, cool. So I have some values here for total rows, for a V model, and then, so I'm gonna now I'm gonna go over into this will be in my libraries component. So let's open that up. So after my list group, I think this is the right place to do it. So add vpagination, and we will add a model here, and this will be current page. We'll just default to 1. Total rows will be 25. Total rows? Oh, I'm gonna have to pull that in from the API. Okay, well, right now we'll just say 100. And per page will be, let's just say 10, that's fine. So let's see what happens when we load this up. Goes all the way to the end. Okay, I have a pagination control. Doesn't look great. Maybe I want a bigger one. Maybe I can have nice things. Maybe I can have the default sized one, not the comically large one. MD. It's fine. Okay. Oh, y'all can't see that. Because my head, my big ol' about to be blue-haired head is in the way. So that's the small, that's the medium-sized one. This is the small one. And then, boy, it's kind of big. I don't like that. Medium one is fine. Although y'all weigh in, if anybody has a strong opinion about this, please let me know. We'll keep this above right now so that we can see it. But I sure would also like to alignment. Yes. Change the alignment to center. I want it centered. When it's medium works. All right, thank you, Kami. It is so. It is so. Because we have agreed that it is so. Okay. This probably adds a B pagination class, so I want to deal with that and add a margin top of. That's probably too much. No, no, no. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not too bad. I think it's on page 2. Okay. Oh yes, and I have to be needs. See, Dakama, you and I are in sync right now because I was just about to say that exact same thing. So good on you. That's. I was just about to say precisely that. That the background color needs to be our old good friend cyan 03AEEF. And yes, it is about to be the color of my hair. So let's get that in there as well. So, no, not that. We were on the same page and then I poorly implemented it. That's not what I meant to do because there's some other fun we want to do here. Fire. I'm down. Thank you, David. So page item active, background. Okay, yeah. Page item active, page link. Looks like those are the classes that I want. So let's add these. So page item active, page link. Yep. New background color and border color. And oh, what is wrong with me? Okay, not correct. Sorry. You should be able to see my mistakes. I got the wrong thing. Close the console. There we go. I thought I inspected that element. Why is it overriding my settings? That's what I want. Page link. All right, let's just start one thing at a time. For the page links, that's what we want. That color. Cool. Great. Except for the active link. Let's build this up ourselves. Page link. What did I see on there? Was that page link primary? I caught a glimpse of something. Oh, let's just look. Oh yeah. A page link. Button primary. for this one, we want the color to be white. But we want the background color. Oh! There we go. There we go. Now.
Are you ready?
I am, yes. Now it is how it should be. That's better. Nice and cyan. All right, so the next step I can close that down. So now we actually have a pagination button. For each one of these, we would keep the scope the same, but basically just move on to the next item. So what is my, input?
Are you ready?
Okay. 2 events that are emitted on the component. Input, anytime the current page changes either programmatically or via user interaction. Which for future proofing, I guess we should probably have. And then change, when the current page changes based on the user interaction. Okay. So it'll give me an argument of page with the selected page number, starting with 1.
Are you ready?
All right, let's just do input. Input, let's see. Page results. Okay. And here we will do methods. Page results. Right. And this will give me a page. What am I doing? Make sure I have that right. Oh yeah, sorry. That's an object. So, and let's just console. Just console log out the page number so that we can see what's happening. Verify that good things are actually happening as they should. So I'm going to open up the console. Scroll down and when I page 2, page 3, page 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. I was just thinking about something. If I, in the Particle API, I may not actually have the ability to limit. We'll have to deal with that one later. However, I can use that page index to actually give me... Oh, that's not entirely true. I can limit. I can figure that out with a separate call. Let me think about that one. For now, let's just pretend like we're going to have 10 pages. And I'll figure it out from there. Okay. So just like we did a minute ago with the search results, now what we're going to want to do inside of the store is actually set page. I thought I just heard a knock on my door. I thought I was going to have a visitor. One of my kids. Page number. So the state.page number equals page number. We'll default that to 1. Yeah. So by default, yeah, for sure. Hold on. And then we can use this page parameter. Is that right? Am I in the right place? Not get library versions. List libraries. Page. And this could be state dot page number. Excuse me. Yep. I have an idea about something here in a second. I'll fix that in just a moment. So calling the set page mutation will set the page number. And then when we execute the load libraries action, that will take that page number to actually filter the libraries. So we know that our NeoPixel library is at the top of our first page. And then from here, I crib myself because what did I do earlier? Oh, this is on default, right? Yep. I will then load libraries again once I actually get that page. Oh no, wait. I need to do the mutation first. Right. Yep. So I need to do set page number. This data dot current page. Is that correct? All correct. Set page, not set page number, set page. So let me open up my console here. Scroll down to the bottom, and when I navigate, I should get page 2. Hey, back to page 1. NeoPixel at the top. Page 3. Adafruit SHT31. Yeah. All right. So that actually worked. That was faster. That's faster than the search stuff. And I'm getting my pages set correctly. I wonder if I should actually add. Okay, cool. So I have a few thoughts about some fixes that I could potentially make here. But so far so good, right? And there's a lot of libraries, so 10 pages is not gonna be I got more than that. Right now it's just giving me 10. So let me add a figure out. Can I figure out a total count from the API? I don't think right now that I can do this, so it may need be less than totally functional. But I may have a hacky way to try to figure that out. So we've added paging. We actually have some paging here. Look at that. XB library, WebSockets, Bluetooth, NTP time. Cool. Remember this console log? That's great. That actually works well. However, let's see here. There are a few things that I had in the back of my mind to try to address. Oh yeah, per page 10. So ultimately I would want to know what my total number of rows are, and then per page should be as it sounds, it should just be the number of results that I'm putting on per page. So right now, I think I'm fetching from the store. So let's actually make this limit part of state as well. So state dot results to return stat. I'm not going to change this for now, but I'm going to make it a part of state. And let's set this to 10 for now. Talk myself out of it. 15. Okay. So, and then I think what I can do from there. All right, so let me go back here. FS. What did I do wrong? Say anything about FS? All right, now I've messed myself up. What did I do? All right, maybe I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Or, hold on, I think I know. Command Shift Z. Okay. That should be enough. No. I fixed it. I fixed it. Refresh. All right. Not happening. Not happening. Let's just do. I don't know. What the hell is happening? All right, I've done something very dumb. I don't know what it is. So let's let's take a look at my changes here. Added page number. I did an idiot. Here, look at this. Look at this. Line 2. Look at that.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I don't know. I don't know how I did that stupid import, but fast, fat fingers on the keyboard. So fine. So everything that I took out. Let's go back to 15. So this is fine. It would help if I would actually read the error messages instead of just thinking I already know what went wrong. Yep. All right. So now we're going to return. Oh, I know. I know stat is not defined. That was what got us into this mess in the first place. This is precisely what got into this mess. What got us into this mess. All right. So smaller sample size. Now we're doing 15 on each page. Great. And that's being set by state. Or set in state. So now what I want to do is, just for the sake of completeness, actually use the same value here, which I think I could do. Can you do this in... Is that gonna blow up on me? See what happens. Cannot read results of return to undefined. I mean, I could do this. This may not be the right way to do it, but it should work. Let's try that. Par page. Really? Still? Oh, wait. That should work, right? Okay. So, given that, it kind of makes me wonder if my issue is not properly... I could have done this up here and saved myself adding that. Let's see. We're all experimenting here together, trying things out, seeing what happens, seeing if I break stuff. Okay, that did work. So I didn't need this. It was just, again, once again, my mistake. It's like everything is. So then here, I mean, I would ultimately want to do the same thing, to have some idea in the API of my total number of rows. So I'm going to move that in. Even if I'm hard coding it on the Vuex store side, it's better than nothing, right? And then I'll try to fix it after I refactor. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right, we're getting there. It's Thursday. We got about another 36 minutes to go. How are y'all doing out there? If anybody is lurking, watching, feel free to keep on doing that. Otherwise, feel free to say hi. I am nice and friendly. I'm about to dye my hair blue, apparently. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah. Feel free to say hey if you want. I am here, I'm hanging out. Okay. So that's cool. So we have a pager that's working. What's weird is it's not, you notice that when I refresh the page, it's actually not setting the current page properly. Why would that be? I mean, my V model is set to 1. Current page. Okay. I'm curious about that. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Or, no. I mean, I have a current page value that's set. It's set to 1. When you refresh the screen, it's set to 1. Finicky thing. Would that be it? All right. Number, not a string. Makes sense. Okay. So that'll work on refresh. Woohoo! Great. Okay, I feel in terms of the objective of adding paging, I want to say that's good. It's done. Just a few other things we could consider. I do need to think about how to get the total count from the API, but let's not worry about that one right now. Isn't it so funny? Anytime you work on a project like this, I had 2 things on my list when I started the stream, and now there are 4 for a total of 5. It's like every software project that way. You sit down and you're like, I'm gonna finish it today, it's done. And then you're like nitpicking all over the place. It's good. I mean, it makes it better. My ultimate objective is to publish this so that you all can use it. To browse particle libraries and to figure out what's available out there. So I want it to actually work. And I don't want it to be a pile of garbage y'all don't want to use. All right. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this. So I'm going to check this in, and then I think maybe we can tackle something else in this list, like preventing submit when hitting enter and clearing out the search filter on nav. I have an idea on that one. So let's check this one in first. Which one? 21 I'm closing. And push it. Two down. All right. Where's that cyan panda fire when I need it? Curse lit. Curse lit is the name of the emote. I don't know what that means. I don't know what most of the emotes mean. I'll be honest with you all. I just don't. So, all right, so clear out the search filter on nav to a scope page. And what I mean by that, if you're just joining, I said this earlier, but if I type in a search term, I'm in the scope of public libraries. and I get this oh, what? What happened to my CSS? Dang it. One thing at a time. .com, thank you. Oh, you got like two different curse lit and Twitch lit. Love it. I love it. That's good stuff. So if I have this and then I navigate to a different scope, like official libraries, I get nada. Or verified libraries, I get nada. But if I clear this out, I get a list again. So what needs to happen is that this state, the search state needs to be cleared out when I navigate. So I need to think about the right way to do that. It could be on the ID, could be here when I load. No, this is on the individual page. No, never mind. Maybe on libraries.view. Right, is that I could on my component mounted before I do this, all right, I'm gonna think out loud here. I have some computed state here that comes in when the libraries page loads. And I want to make sure that my model has emptied out the search term. All right, well, I thought I had an idea for this, and now I'm realizing I might not. I might not after all. When I navigate, right, when I click any one of these links, so let's see, hold on. Let's think about this. So Vuejs, let's see, there'll be a lifecycle method for this. No. Component lifecycle. Hooks, okay. So I want my could be. I think where the right place is to do this. Before created, no. So I want to do like, I think, how about on before mount? I think before mount might be the time. Might be the time to do this. Let's try that. And what I want to do is, yeah, dispatch, sorry, commit to the store, change the state. And I'm going to change, set the search filter. Basically going to null out the search filter. Because the search is actually happening, right? So the search is happening when I do an actual search. It doesn't reload the page. It doesn't unmount the component. So if I click on public, didn't do it. Another option, if I want to be lazy about it, maybe this is not the best approach, but maybe the other option is after I do the load and I just do a commit, I just clear out the search term then. I mean, I'm using it and then I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay. I don't know what I think about that. Feels slightly hacky. Slightly hacky, but let's give it a try. So Adafruit, search, great. Now I go official. Okay, that works. That works. It's not the bestest thing. See, but then paging. Because then I lose my, like if I kept this, and then I did a search like on Adafruit, I would get paging. No. Search. Paging would still preserve that search term. So maybe it's a router thing. Maybe I need to actually pick up a hook on the router. Right. Vue.js router hooks. Navigation guards. That sounds fancy. Navigation guards. I don't know if this is what I want. Guard navigations by redirecting or canceling. No, I mean that the name makes sense. That's not what I want. Let's see. I'm just gonna be more specific with Google. Clear state on route. Sure. That's not what I want either. All right, my brain is not working to solve this problem properly. So let me think out loud. I have a list of libraries. What happened to my public link? I have some navigation up top with public, official, verified, logged in. When I navigate to one of those items, I want to clear out the search box. It's ultimately, right? If I'm on a page, I want to search. But if I now decide, no, actually, I would like to look at official libraries. I want this to be cleared and search. So something in my brain is failing me right now to get that to work correctly. I need something to trigger me. Something. feel like there's a hook somewhere. Is it like a before nav? All right, I'm thinking maybe I want to fix the other one. Prevent form submit. Maybe I want to mess with the API. Within like the last 20 minutes we have, I think one of these issues I could probably tackle, and I'm trying to set myself up properly here. Okay. How about you bootstrap disable enter submit? Did I search that one already? What? Prevent interfering, button click, e.prevent. Oh, is that what all I have to do? Just click .prevent? Something like that? So if I'm in public, and then Adafruit, search, and if I do mfgfx, enter, yes! No! No! That wasn't it. I mean, oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. God. I think I hadn't been doing web development for like 20 years. I mean, no, they didn't do it either. All right, well, I thought I had it. Similarly idiotic mistake. If this is actually a type submit, right? B button type submit. If I do type equals button, that should prevent. No, it's this one. Right? All right, that works. Yeah, it's something in. It's not the button. It's not the button. It's dumb. It's the input. Because it's inside of a form. What am I missing? What am I missing? Type, string, text, size. Read only, autocomplete, formatter. I mean, I'm sure that let's just do that. Maybe that's all I need to do. And again, back in here. See, it doesn't blow up on me. Let's try. Okay. So search for Adafruit. Great. If I'm in the box, I click enter. Yay! Yay! Great. Doesn't refresh the whole flippin' form. And actually now sidebar, the enter does work. That was what I really wanted. The enter works, it just doesn't try to refresh the entire page. That's all I needed to do. Silliness. To be honest, this is an area where sometimes libraries actually can be a bit of a hamper. I mean, a hinderer to me at least, as I think about like, oh, well, how do I do X in this library? Instead of how have I done X as a web developer for 18, 19 years? Think about it more pragmatically, outside of framework land. It's a good note for myself today. A TIL to take away. Okay. So we can go ahead and check that item in. Prevent form submit. That's 26. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I wanted to amend. Uh, 26.
You live in a different world.
Okay, great. Got that one. Got that one done. That's great. So 12 minutes. 12 minutes left before I was going to jump offline. And I think I'm going to raid over to Mr. Robert Tables here in a little bit. But I think what I can do now is mess with the API for a little bit. The search filter thing, like that's, I'm sure it's something non-obvious obvious that I'm missing right there, but let's actually look at the total count from the API, because let me share with you the sort of inspiration. If you go into build, if you're in the Particle Web IDE, you can add libraries there today. This is sort of part of what I have been thinking about as it relates to, you can search for libraries here, right? Search for Adafruit. And it'll show you. And there's a little pager down here as well. And and the pager unfortunately doesn't, like I'm wondering if it knows where to stop. I mean, I can go look at our source code for this, but I would rather just mess with the, like check out the network calls and see what's happening. See if maybe I can come up with some sort of inspiration to figure out what's happening from the API. Because, let me share why this is important. Go to my curl history. Come on. Blah, 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 blah. Is that if you look at, here, let's just do that. If you pull open a list of libraries, and you don't set a limit, what? Oh. I may need to go. Scope, public, no filter. Hold on. 1 second. A little fake access token here. What? Okay. That does not make any sense. Okay, we'll just look at the device OS API here then, because it's being difficult for me. And so no, device cloud API, excuse me. Oh, that's being slow. There we go. Device Cloud API. Scroll down. Okay. Libraries. So if I wanted to list libraries and I'm going straight from the API, it's just v1 libraries, right? Official sort. This is my curl command. Let me just copy this in. I don't know why the curl command is being stupid. And then I'll pull in an access token. Okay, I got something. I'll pipe this into FX. So by default, this just gives me a list of like five libraries randomly. Not random, but it doesn't give me everything. I wonder if there is some way and so then the way that I can get more libraries is to set the limit. And the max is 100, so I can only get 100 at a time. All right, so here's my limit too. It'd be nice if there was an endpoint that I could use to get them all. But that is something that I think I'm going to have to look into separately at another time. And I'll talk to folks on the team to see if there's some sort of API that I can use for that. Right now, things work. Well, here's what we got done today. We actually added search support, which is cool. So you can search by libraries, and we added some paging. Did a few other things related to that. So that's pretty exciting stuff. So I think all in all, a pretty productive day. And I appreciate y'all being here and coming around and hanging out. So we're gonna do a little raid with Mr. Robert Tables. And again, I appreciate it. Like I mentioned the other day, back to hardware hacking next Tuesday. So we're gonna keep on working with all this madness and mess over here with the help of our good friend Eagle, the CAD PCB design software. So that actually should be a lot of fun, but appreciate y'all coming in. Thanks for the folks that followed. Maybe blue hair, cyan hair next time. We'll see. Y'all have a great rest of the day and see you soon.